today, probably the top one this week, I think we're going to have. And I can't say enough about what this means to the town of Blowing Rock and the people who put so much time and energy, because we all know Blowing Rock's a special place. Yeah, that's hands down, we know it's a special place. And it's made up of special people. And one of them is this young lady in red right here, who is sitting in the dirt with her nice clothes on, holding the signs on a windy day. That exemplifies to me the Blowing Rock spirit. Thank you, Deb.
No, in the Blowing Rock spirit, she's also wearing her red shoes.
Well, that's great. Well, by the way, Deb, I have a thing for red shoes, but that's and we thank John and the Village Foundation for all their hard work and their people giving of their time and their resources to make this possible. These things just don't happen by accident. It takes a lot of planning and a lot of work and a lot of dedication. Thank Jim for all of his hard work on designing this. And we look forward to the day that this is completed and we all can enjoy it. So thank you all for being here. John, especially thank you to the Village Foundation, to all who took a part, and Charles and the Chamber. We'll all be proud of this when it's done.
Hey, hey, hey.
I want to thank, first of all, the town of Blowing Rock and the Chamber, Alice Race, who was involved in the early part of this, and all our donors. The Blowing Rock Stars helped with this. Remember the little decal that went out last year? We all worked together to fund this, so I want to thank our donors, the town of Blowing Rock, not only JB, but Brack, Jennifer Brown was involved in this, and so all aspects of the town were involved. The Chamber, the Economic Development Council, the foundation really doesn't do anything. We fund things, and the doers, Jim Pitts, Bob Holberg, our landscape architect, where is he? Bob did a beautiful job. This is just a conceptual plan. If you want to see a really beautiful landscape plan, you ought to see Bob's drawings for what this will look like once it grows in. So I want to thank all of those folks for their part in this. We look forward to completing this in the next couple of weeks, Jim, and then we will move on to phase 2. The fundraising for phase 2 is still going on. So anyone interested in donating, dig up your cans and send us some money, and we can start on phase 2 earlier. Phase 2 will be benches, rock walls behind the benches, pavers in this main square. This will kind of be a central square for Blowing Rock, we hope. And most equally importantly are the historic markers. We're going to commemorate certain aspects of the history of Blowing Rock in this plaza. So that's phase 2, and we hope that we can start that as soon as we finish our fundraising. So thank you very much, JB. Thanks, Jim, to the Chamber, and to all of our donors for doing this.
Being in the community development business, you all hear me talk about community a lot, and what the spirit of community, what nurtures the spirit of the community. And you know, my interest in being involved with the Chamber really has more to do with the fact that I think that that entity nurtures the spirit of this big idea about how we pull this community together in so many different ways. And so, you know, it's really easy to get involved with something like this because you can see real tangible change that results or occurs as a result of that. And all the interested people that make up this community, you know, and try to do things for the greater good. I think this is for the greater good project. I think it demonstrates, you know, one piece in a lot of future opportunities that I hope will be great future public-private partnerships between the Chamber, the Village Foundation, and the town of Blowing Rock. We're already working on multiple different other opportunities and ideas, and we hope that that will continue. You know, I think, you know, the drawings speak for themselves. It's really unfair that only JB, John, and I are up here behind these shovels because there's so many different other people who are really involved at much greater levels to make this happen. We just happen to be kind of the face of all these things that put together, and I certainly don't want that to diminish the real work that's occurred behind the scenes. Bob and Shay and Nate and others who are involved really on the tangible aspects and the construction aspects of this are the ones who are really going to be the big heroes, and are going to be the ones who demonstrate to us and create this beautiful new park in the middle of Laurel Lane. So we hope this will be the leverage point for us to create the additional funding for this remaining plaza, and we're actually quite a bit of the ways there for that funding already. So thank you for being here, and thank you for showing your interest in this town and in helping also nurture the spirit of this place. So do we actually?
Go ahead. Step in.
Dig! Dig! Dig!
Actually, turn some dirt.
Yeah. Actually turn it over. There you go.
Do it again.
Okay,
Did you
I'm
get
tired.
it, Chuck?
Yeah.
Okay.